Hello, good morning to one and all. Myself, Dr. Anjita. I am a new staff in Department of Ortho. Yeah, we'll see when you're back to the college. So I hope you all can see my screen. Today the session is all about orthodontic appliances. So let's begin. So today I'll be dealing mainly on the basic concepts, some basic concepts of the orthodontic appliances, and focusing mainly on the removable appliances. Alright. So moving on to the classification. First thing is classification. So orthodontic appliances can be classified into two basic categories, that is the mechanical appliances and the myofunctional appliances. For both of these appliances, for mechanical appliances and myofunctional appliances, there is removable and fixed appliance. So I can give you examples for this. When you say mechanical appliance, what is a mechanical appliance? Mechanical appliances, basically they exert some pressure. Meaning to say they exert some forces onto the teeth. I'm saying about mechanical appliances. Mechanical appliances exert certain force onto the teeth, right? So in the first picture you can see a Polish appliance. Polish appliance, as you all know, it exerts certain amount of pressure onto the teeth. So that's it. The first one is an example for a removable mechanical appliance. And the second picture you see, it's a quad helix appliance. Quad helix appliance means it's used for, quad helix means it has 4 helices, two in the anteriors and 2 in the posterior region. This appliance is basically used for arch expansion. It's an arch expansion appliance for constricted arch and all. So this is an example for a fixed mechanical appliance. This also do apply a force onto the teeth, right? So these two are examples for removable mechanical appliance and a fixed mechanical appliance, right? So the second category was the myofunctional appliances. So myofunctional, when you say myofunctional appliance, do you really mean what a myofunctional appliance is? Myofunctional appliances are actually passive appliances, meaning to say that it does not apply any direct force onto the teeth. It, like the Holly's appliance or like the quad helix appliance, it does not apply any direct force onto the teeth. It just uses the natural forces. Natural forces means in a resting position, our cheek muscles, our tongue, etc. apply a certain amount of force. Our tongue applies certain amount of force onto the teeth, right? And our cheek muscles apply certain amount of force onto the teeth. It's very light force, but still it applies certain amount of force. So basically these functional appliances, it uses these forces of the orofacial musculature, cheek muscles, tongue muscles. So it uses these forces and it works based on these forces. So I think you will learn more about it in detail, the topic on myofunctional appliances. So basically myofunctional appliances are used to treat a skeletal class 2 or a skeletal class 3 malocclusion. So this is a activator removable myofunctional appliance. This is a fixed myofunctional appliance. This is an activator and this is a herb appliance. You will come to know about it more in myofunctional appliances chapter. Okay, don't worry about it. So uh, we'll be focusing mainly on the removable appliances today. Okay. So, removable appliances, like the name suggests, they are devices that can be inserted and can be removed from the oral cavity by the patient itself, right? So, these are some advantages and disadvantages of the removable appliances. Probably you might be knowing this. You just have to go through it in the textbook. Uh, those advantages are oral hygiene procedures can be carried out without any hindrance for the removable appliances because it can be removed and cleaned. And for the removable appliances, the tipping tooth movement can be carried out. So you just have to go through it in the textbook. There is no point in me reading out all this. So some of the disadvantages of the removable appliances. The main thing is patient operation. Removable appliances, the main thing is patient operation. One of the major disadvantage of removable appliances is patient operation because you never know whether the patient wear the appliance, right? And another disadvantage is that multiple movements are not possible. Only minor movements, minor tooth corrections can be done with a removable appliance. Multiple tooth movements cannot be done with a removable appliance. Like a bracketed fixed appliance, it cannot be done with a removable appliance. Okay. So, there are some components for the removable appliance, right? So, we have three basic components for a removable appliance: a retentive component, active component, and a base plate. You just think about a Holis appliance, basic appliance. You all might be knowing about a Holis appliance. There is a labial bow, there is a Adams clasp on the posterior region on the molars. And there is a acrylic base plate on the palatal side, right? So that's it. So retentive components. Moving on to the retentive components. So retentive components are basically just like the name suggests, it helps in retaining the appliance. It gives good retention for the appliance. These retentive components are basically loose fitting and they do not bring any type, they are not involved in any type of tooth movement. It's very important, retentive component does not bring about any kind of tooth movement, they just retain the appliance and they are very loose fitting. So when I say Holis appliance, the retentive component is clasp, Adams clasp. Adams clasp is the retentive component. So basically, the main retentive components for a removable appliance are clasps. Okay. For a Holis appliance, we usually give a Adams clasp. So there are different types of clasp, like the circumferential clasp, that is the C clasp, Jackson's clasp, Adams clasp, Southern clasp, triangular clasp, Schwarz clasp, and Prosat's clasp. Yes. So moving on to the circumferential clasp or C clasp, as you can see in this picture, it is also known as a three-quarter clasp. This one is a very simple clasp that engages the. It is given on the molars. It engages the undercut region, meaning to say the bucco-cervical undercut. This undercut is called the bucco-cervical undercut. It engages this region and moves occlusally and then rests on the palatal side. Next one is the Jackson's clasp. It was introduced by Jackson in 1906 And this particular one, it looks like a U, right? So this is also called as a U clasp. This clasp also engages the buccocervical undercut. Buccocervical undercut, just like the C clasp, and also engages the nasal and distal undercut regions. Right, and then it moves on occlusally. Then comes the Adams clasp. Adams clasp, it was designed by Professor Philip Adams, and that's how the name. It is also known as a Liverpool clasp. This clasp, it provides maximum retention. This clasp provides the maximum retention in the clasp. So it is made of points, and this wire diameter is very important. You should you should try to remember this wire diameter. It is, the Adams clasp is made of 0.7 millimeter hard SS wire. Okay. So it basically has the following parts: two arrowheads. This is the two arrowheads. So the two arrowheads of the Adams clasp. This is the bridge. Okay. And there is two retentive arms that goes occlusally and then palatally. You might have done this in second year preclinical examination. I mean, second year preclinical exercises, right? So you might be very familiar with these arrowheads, bridge, and the two retentive arms. So the advantages of the Adams clasp is it offers maximum retention, and it can be fabricated on both the deciduous and permanent dentition. And it can be fabricated even on a partially erupted teeth. It can be done on molars, premolars, incisors, any tooth. You can fabricate an Adams clasp on any of these teeth. There are certain modifications for an Adams clasp. So these are the modifications for an Adams clasp. Adams with single arrowhead, Adams with J hook, with incorporated helix, with additional arrowhead, with soldered buccal tube, with distal extension, with incisors. That is Adams for incisors and premolars. So these are the 7 modifications of the Adams clasp. So we'll see pictures of all these modifications. So this is Adams with. You can very well appreciate that it doesn't have an arrowhead in this region, only a single arrowhead, right? So this particular design is used for partially erupted teeth. Partially erupted teeth means it probably would be the last erupted molar. It would be partially erupted, so that we can't give another arrowhead over the distal side. So this is Adams with single arrowhead that is given for partially erupted teeth. So Adams with J hook. This one is the J hook. Right? You can see this J hook, and basically this type of clasp is used when you have to engage an elastic. You might be knowing what an elastic is, right? So this J hook is basically used for engaging elastics. Another one, which is the incorporated helix. This is just like the J hook type only, just like that, but instead of a J hook, we incorporate a helix on the bridge, right? This is also used for engaging elastics. So both the J hook and the helix design is used for engaging elastics, right? And the another one is additional Adams with additional arrowhead, right? This one. An additional arrowhead is soldered onto the bridge of the Adams clasp. This gives additional retention, right? it provides maximum retention.